All right, if this looks familiar, it should. What I want to do today is we are going to practice dividing multiples of 10, 100, and 1,000. We already practiced multiplying multiples of 10. Remember when we looked for patterns? 6 times 3 is 18. 6 times 30, we were like, hey, basic fact. That's 18, took off a 0, add 1. Remember that? Well, guess what? Same thing still applies when we're dividing with multiples of 10, 100, and 1,000. When you look at a math problem, a division problem, 6 divided by 3, you should immediately go, oh, basic fact, I know that, 2 3s. 3, 6, yep, that gets me there. I can double check by going 2, 4, 6, yep, there we go. There's my fact family. Well, now, when I'm looking at 60 divided by 3, instead of doing long division, I can just be like, I can do this quick in my head. I see my basic fact. It's still there. 6 divided by 3 is still 2. I take off a 0, so I add 1. Boys and girls, I am getting to be a stickler about that whole idea of circling basic facts. The reason I want you to circle is why. I want that to be red. Oh well. The reason that I want you to circle is because then it's obvious how many zeros I left off. My 6, 3, 2, here are 2 zeros, 1, 2. So now I'm going to stick 2 zeros on. Please don't forget, it is a very small way for you to show your work, but it's going to ensure that you don't make a mistake. Let me show you one of the places where kids most often make a mistake. 30 divided by 6 is 5. Now we're going to add 0. Is what? Well, let's go ahead. Is it 3 divided by 6? That, for some reason, kids want to do that. No. 3, and then we break 3 into 6. We can do that. We get fractions. We don't want to do that yet. It's not 3 divided by 6. That is 30 divided by 6. Okay? 30 divided by 6 is 5. You take off 1 0. We add 1. Okay? That's one of those things you need to make sure. Look, if someone does that improperly, they're going to go 3 and 6, and then they're going to go 200. If I have 300 divided into 6 pieces, does it make sense that each of those 6 pieces would be 200? No. And is 2 times 6 3? No. That's the most common mistake kids make. They don't really check for this whole zeros and if the basic fact makes sense. Please be sure to make sure it is a basic fact that you can do this way. 30 divided by 6 is 5. 5 times 6 is 30. There we go. Now I know it's a basic fact. Make sense?